It is day 2 of Game of Thrones Legends. I'm going to try to record another video with some day 2 musings and things that I'm finding out and learning. I did this already once this morning, and like an idiot, I had my mic muted. So I had to delete that video and start all over. So yeah, fun times. But anyway, welcome to my channel. This is odd for me because this is mobile recording and I'm using an app to record what's being played on my screen. So I'm struggling to try to get used to this, and the app is not the greatest in the world. I'm using a free version, so yeah, I mean, it probably would be better if I bought a license for it, but I'm just not in the mood to pay $99 for a year for a app recorder, iPhone app recorder. So yeah, I'm gonna look around and see if I can't find a better version. So one of the things that I wanted to kind of look at with everybody was gear. So if you find yourself in the position I'm at right now and you look at my team, I've got Tyrion, Jon, Ghost, Robert Baratheon, and Arya. That's my go-to team. But the problem with this team is that their legendaries are all 1 star and Arya's 1 star, so they are level gated. They are level locked. I'm at a max of 50 for all of my legendaries, and that's as far as I'm going to be able to take them until I get another star. When I get another star, I'll be able to unlock level, I think it's like to 100 or something like that. Yeah, it shows me right here. Max level increase 50 to 100 with 1 more star. So like for Tyrion, I need 20 more character tokens to be able to unlock his 2nd skill rank. And then I can upgrade his skills and, get 50 more levels basically. But right now I'm just kind of stuck. And I hate that. Right now the game doesn't really offer you an easy way to get the tokens for the characters that you want, so you have to rely on draws and pulls and the luck of the draw, and it's not going to be friendly. And I refuse to spend thousands of dollars to play a game, so I'm not going to be a whale or anything like that. I just can't afford that, so whatever. But you got to have something to do in the meantime while you're waiting on your luck to come in and to get some pulls. And one of the things that I've noticed that is going to take an insane amount of time, but it's actually doable, is upgrading your gear. And your gear can have a big difference on your stats. So if you look at my gear, you can see I've got 4 armor pieces and a weapon. And some of them are kind of a grayed brown color, like this rose. Let's look at that. That's actually a common. And you can see its stats are not the greatest in the world. It just has 72 to the defense. So it's not really that great. I have leveled it up to level 4, you can see, and I could upgrade it more by, burning other materials to use towards its leveling process. But one thing I figured out, though, is that you can actually get differing rarities of gear. Like this dagger that I'm using, a Dornish cutlass, it is actually an epic. And I got it from one of the campaign mode drops, and I realized finally that after a certain point in your, progressing the story, you unlock the ability to do differing modes of difficulty on the campaigns. So what I ended up being able to do was to unlock a hard mode. If you look at the bottom of each one of the chapter boxes, you'll see 3 different little icons at the bottom of it. One of them is for easy or normal mode, the one in the middle is hard mode, and the one on the very right is treacherous mode. The rewards obviously get better as you go up in the difficulty ranks. So normal, you're just doing it, you just get 2 chests. You can see down there at the bottom. If you bump it up to hard, you get 3 chests. If you're able to do it on Treacherous, which I have not been able to do one on Treacherous yet. I actually haven't tried this first chapter on Treacherous yet because I've been focusing on farming hard mode on everything. You see you got 4. So your drops get more and more the harder you do, and the drops also get better. Now, I have seen in some of these chapters that sometimes the chests are silver, and they give a higher chance to drop an epic piece of gear. So the gear really can give you something to do, something to work towards. Right now, you can see on Tyrion, I have 3 pieces of epic. I have an epic clothing item, an epic shield, and an epic dagger. So those are the ones that I want to focus on leveling, because I don't really want to burn all my items to level a common, like this flower. What I want to do is I want to focus on leveling up the epic items that I have, like this clothing. So you can see this, even though he's a guy, he's got this dress, and it's leveled up to level 8. Well, you can see the bonus on this is way better than the common item, like the fine clothing, the green dress below. It only has a health bonus of 258, but yet my epic has a health bonus of 2035. So you can see that the bonuses get a lot better with the different rarities of gear. With the different rarity of gear, the epic, you also have the ability to get a subclass bonus for the type of class that the gear fits on, and a color bonus as well. If you're lucky enough to get a drop that has those things added in there, then you've got a really good piece of gear. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind when you're farming gear, the best place I think to farm gear for me right now at the level that I'm at, I have only unlocked chapter 15, and that's as far as I've gotten in the story so far. There's 31 chapters. Yeah, 31. I've only done 15 so far, but as you beat a chapter, then you have the ability in ascending order to go back through and unlock the next difficulty level. So I beat chapter 1, and then I was able to go back and do hard mode on chapter 1. I beat hard mode on chapter 1. Now I'm able to go back and do treacherous on chapter 1, and it goes on up as you go. Like chapter 2, you see I've done hard mode on it. Chapter 3, I've unlocked hard mode on it. Chapter 4 is where I'm currently at right now in hard mode. I'm in the process of trying to get it unlocked. So I beat it on normal mode, and now in hard mode I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps left to be able to beat the whole chapter in hard mode. As you can see, the battles are locked until I get to them and actually beat them. So I've got 9 steps in this chapter to beat in hard mode, and then I'll unlock treacherous for it. But this is where I'm at right now. Now, what I am trying to do is I am trying to get to chapter 5 in hard mode, and the reason why I'll show you. You have to pay attention to the drops in the chapters, because if you look at the chest, you see in the upper left-hand corner of the chest icon, you'll see the little sword. Well, that means that gear is a guaranteed drop for a fighter class. And that's what you need to pay attention to, because let's go look at our characters again. Let's say I have a fighter in my party, which is Robert Baratheon. He's a fighter. Okay, he's got normal common gear. He needs some epic gear. So I'm going to go to that hard mode, and I'm going to farm that specifically, trying to get an epic drop for him. Arya Stark is also a fighter, and she doesn't have any epic gear either, so that's another place for me to really work towards farming. Tyrion is a strategist, and he's got 3 pieces of epic gear, so I could kind of, focus on somebody else other than him. Jon Snow is a protector. He's got 2 pieces of epic gear. Ghost is a beast. He doesn't have any epic gear, so that's another good one that I would be on the lookout for, is that beast, to be able to farm drops for that class. But my next one that I have the availability to do is this fighter. So that's the one that I'm working towards trying to get to right now. The one that I'm on is Chapter 4. Yeah, Chapter 4 is designed with marksman gear, and that really doesn't do me any good because I don't have any marksmen that I'm currently working on trying to advance in my party. Maybe one day I will, but for right now I don't. So the drops that I get from this, I'm just basically using to burn towards a leveling up some of my gear that I can actually use. But the thing is, I have to beat everything in this chapter to be able to go to Chapter 5, which is the one I want to be in because it's for the fighter, to be able to do it. Because right now, if I tried to do hard mode, it wouldn't let me because I don't have the one before it unlocked. So you've got to unlock them in order, be able to get to it. So when I beat Chapter 4, I'm going to be on to Chapter 5, and then I'm going to be farming the fighter gear. So that's where I'm currently working towards right now, so that I can get some better gear on my Robert Baratheon. He's pretty much the only character I can really do anything with right now, because when I got him as a free item for playing the game within the first 7 days of release. It was kind of like a pre-order reward. He came with the ability to have 1 star unlocked, but then I got lucky and pulled some of his tokens, so I was able to put him at 2 stars. So luckily I have this one that I can actually try to level, because he has the ability to go up to level 100 right now. So yeah, that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm focusing on right now until I can actually get some more stars or some more character tokens so that I can upgrade some stars levels on my players on my team. I guess for right now I'll just focus on, working on their gear and leveling my fortress, leveling my silver mines, and leveling my farm and iron. And those are going to be the things that I kind of focus on until hopefully some good store buys come up with the characters that I'm trying to work on, or some good events that will allow you to actually earn some character tokens instead of having to buy them every single time, because that's going to get really oppressive on the player base, because a lot of people just don't have the money to throw hundreds and thousands of dollars at silly little games like this, and they're not going to do it. So unless this company that makes this game decides to allow characters to kind of grind out some character tokens, they're going to end up losing a lot of their player base to that mechanic, and it's just going to get frustrating in the long run. Yes, I know these games are designed for the long haul. I get that. I've been playing these games for like 20 years, so I get it. But I also understand the balance between a good game design or a cash grab. And right now, with this level gating the way it is, it's leaning more towards a cash grab in my eyes, because there's no way to get the character tokens unless you buy them. And you get pull tokens, but that's not a guarantee. You could get 50 pull tokens and get 50 trash pulls, and that does you no good absolutely at all. So that's really not a good argument to be made about that. But anyway, I'm still liking the game, so I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to try to see what I can make of it. So this is day 2 of my gameplay experience. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching my content and being on my channel. I really appreciate you watching this, and share it to your friends and let them see what this game is like and see if they're interested in playing. I'm not being supported by anyone, so I can tell it like it is. I'm going to tell it to you straight up. If something sucks, I'm going to tell you. If it's good, I'm going to tell you. So come here for some unbiased review of gameplay mechanics, because that's what I'm going to give you. I got a lot of experience, and I think I have some good stuff to say. So I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope that you check me out again. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day. And now I got to be a dork and try to close this app while it's recording me. Da-na-na.